Gina Carano returns to Hollywood with a new TV show. What are the details of this new TV show, bro?
Okay. So Ms. Carano announced, and it was announced on Deadline, the trade website as well, that that she is involved in starring in a TV project, which is based in Las Vegas, it's sort of kick-ass action project, and the fact that it's she did an interview with Deadline. Remember, Deadline and all these trades attacked her just 3 years ago. You know,
Crazy.
they portrayed her as a Nazi and as an anti-Semite and as someone that wanted people to die of the plague, right? That's what they portrayed her
Right.
as. Same websites, the same reporters are there. Now they're doing exclusive interviews and excitingly announcing that she's doing this show. So one thing I do want to clarify from the announcement of the show, there's no announcement that I've seen of any network that is buying this show, right? I have not seen that. So I don't think that this is a sold show yet. This is the kind of announcement that you do, and my team has often wanted to do that, where you basically are essentially dangling something before potential buyers. So we've got this project, we've got Gina Carano involved. You really should get interested in it. Part of it is to use the trades to build up a little bit of PR energy around it, so that you can get the people to see, wow, there's a lot of support for her, and you'll see the maybe 90% of the chat of the comments in the Deadline article are so excited to have Gina back, right? There's only one or two like, I hope this Nazi never gets another. There's only one or two of those kind of things, and that's its purpose, right? So you can now they can say, look, the majority of people watching this really, or at least the majority of people on this article really want Ms. Carano in this show, right? And so that's a very smart thing to do. The other thing that's important there is, if you want to go to the bottom of the article, scroll down. It's the point that I make.
Yeah, and really quickly, the project is called Logan Rain. It's set in like a Fast and Furious Vegas. Yeah. And the point that you wanted to make, which I think is like the most important thing right here.
Yeah. So my screen just disappeared. Hold on a second. What happened here?
However, the very fact that producer Sean Reddick's company has publicly announced its involvement reveals that Carano is no longer a pariah among the liberal circles of Hollywood. That in itself, that end of itself, is a massive victory for Gina. What do you mean by that?
So Mr. Reddick and I think his partner Yvette Yates Reddick, they have a production company called Impossible Dream Entertainment, and they've come on board to produce a project with her manager. Her manager, Rob Weston, is one of the producers, right? But what's interesting is that the Deadline article points out that Reddick's company has made, and they've made a lot of stuff, but why they point out two specific ones on purpose, has partnered with Get Out and Black Klansman producer Sean Reddick and Yvette Yates Reddick, right? So their Deadline is referencing two arguably progressive films, right? Get Out and Black Klansman. And
wow, yeah.
And showing that someone who you would think from making movies like that is on the left side of the political spectrum is championing her and making her the star of their projected show that they have not yet sold. That is the money shot of this article. That's the point of this, which is to show everybody that it's which I said would happen, that she would be welcomed back by the liberals of Hollywood once she was accepted, once she did the settlement. That was a signal that it's okay. And because if you recall, when the Disney settlement happened, people in the chat were complaining that there's been no apology. They did apologize. First of all, they settled, which is inherently an apology, but they said they ranted and raved about her, how great she was in the press release and how everyone loved working with her. That was their apology, and that was their signal to Hollywood. This is a decent human being. This is a good person to work with. This is someone that's not going to cause a problem on your show or your movie, which was the signal, and it was taken up by the Reddicks, who certainly have made progressive films, whatever their personal politics are, high-profile films that have racial messages. Both of those movies that were mentioned are movies with black leads with anti-racism messages, right? And they're the ones championing Gina Carano. That's the point of this article, is a signal now to the industry. If the Reddicks are fine with Gina, you can be too.
This is a power flex, guys. This shows you that this is not a silly, let me hire my publicist and make an announcement. I found a script and I want people to, want to get some buzz going. No, this is beyond that. The power flex, like Cameron said, that this legit production company is going into business with Gina. This is seismic, and you're going to see that as you predicted, as I had said.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, don't be surprised in a couple of weeks if you do not hear that what Gina Carano is back on set on a Star Wars film. I said that, and now it's going to happen. This is just cherry on top. This says that she got Star Wars, and I got this.
She's got her career back, which is what she wanted.
What? That's all she wanted. What did she say today, guys? Right? She just reposted this deadline. She's like, back to work.
Back to work. Back to work. So all the people that thought she was fighting some crusade for their political agenda and to unveil the secret hidden files inside of Disney, all she wanted was this, and God bless her, she's getting it.
That's it.
Now she's getting work with, I mean, Get Out and Black Klansman were highly well-regarded films, right?
That's it.
Top filmmakers, right?
That's it.
She is being signaled as being someone that top people can work with. This is great. Whether the show ever gets bought, it doesn't matter. She's gotten what she needs, which is her green light from the industry. She's back in the game at a higher level than she was before. I don't think the Reddicks cared about her when she was playing, this warrior chick on The Mandalorian. Now they cared enough about her to people that did 2 anti-racism movies that were highly popular, care enough about whatever she represents to them that they brought her onto that.